Hey, this is Steven from Legit Tech Tutorials, and welcome back to talking a little bit more about games again, finally. So, I know it's been a while since I've done anything about programming. It's been a really, really long time. I wanted to get back into it because I haven't been programming as much as I would like to. I want to make sure that I stay I guess you could say, frosty with it. So, frosty is a very strange word to use. Um, and so let's bring up these two. Okay, so how long has it been exactly? It has been January 29th, 2018. So it's been about a year and a half since I talked about basically the programming aspect of video game making, which, obviously I'm a really big fan of. So, it's been a long time since I did the heat treating kiln. I totally forgot about that one. I need to keep working on that one because I need it eventually. Anyways, so basically, originally I was talking about using Construct 3, and obviously it's made some leaps and bounds since a year and a half from now. So obviously Construct 3 is really, really cool. Really, really cool. I think I would like it. I think I would really, really like it to make video games. I think it looks like a great engine. It's just that the lack of programming, I think, will keep me from being as as in practice as I would like to be. So, I mean, it looks like it makes really, really good games, and I think that it would be something that I can make really, really good games with as well. Obviously, Construct 3 compared to Construct 2, now it is the subscription model, which I do think is a better model for them as well, because they could continue developing it. So, obviously, Unity has made massive amounts of leaps and bounds. It's becoming really one of the most popular engines in the world. Obviously, besides Unreal, which Unreal has got huge leaps and bounds, obviously, with the Unreal Engine store and basically having their own place to sell that will give you a lower percentage if you use Unreal Engine compared to Unity. So, I mean, there's definitely some things there. Obviously, it's not the best for 2D, while Unity is best for both. Um, And also, it's free, $25 a month. $25 a month is basically about double what Construct is. Unity has a bigger community. Construct does not, but I mean they do have a lot of different features and things like the editor and doing more sprite based stuff. A little bit clunkier for me as far as doing these guys, so I might just do something for this guy as far as maybe like getting into something, maybe just trying something on it just for people that don't program. So I think you should learn programming because of the power. And obviously, things like doing Arduino and stuff does not have something like this where you could go in and just drag and drop. Maybe eventually they have it, or now they have it. I mean, I'm not super in touch with it as well. But not everything like Arduino and all that kind of other stuff. You could jump in and just do drag and drop event stuff. So I think you should learn how to program, as it definitely increases your power. So I do think that it's a very interesting project. I'm still thinking about it very closely. And it is definitely getting better. And I think that I need to do a test, because I believe that probably if you pack a game in Unity and pack a game in Construct, probably the game will be smaller in Construct and probably run just as fast as Unity. But Construct, you cannot do 3D. Unity, you could do 3D and 2D. Construct, you could do 2D only. But also, I think you could do, I think it has a sprite editor, more sprite sheet stuff. But then again, it's been a really long time that I have done the sprite stuff inside Unity. Unity might even have a sprite editor, but then I have that one somewhere here. I forgot what it's called. The sprite editor program to do animations and do all that stuff. So I have that already, and I paid for that guy because I definitely wanted to help him out. He does a lot of good stuff. So, and this obviously has multi-platform, HTML, Steam, iOS, Android, Windows. I would like, because for this guy, these guys do have they've got a huge roadmap, right? All the different stuff that they're planning on doing. 2019, huge, way bigger team than Construct. I think Construct only has a way smaller team, so they don't really do as much. And the larger the projects you do in Unity will take longer to kind of bottom out, and eventually it'll probably compete with Unreal at some point. Obviously, they made games like what was that one? Escape from Tarkov, which kind of pushed the limits of Unity, and you started to see the edges of Unity as far as its web and also its engine, and they basically had to rewrite a whole bunch of stuff to get it to work, which is kind of what you're gonna do in Unreal anyways. But eventually I'll probably get into Unreal when I get into bigger games, but that is a couple games from now. So basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to start working on projects that matter, that are not just test stuff. Maybe not necessarily for Construct. Sorry about that, I dropped this Allen wrench. I should definitely find that. So, something that's not just a plaything and more something that I actually want to develop, because I do have some ideas, and the longer I wait to do these ideas, the fuzzier they get in my mind, and the harder it is to remember how the story goes and what type of gameplay elements I'm thinking of. Obviously, as I start developing it, and like I said, I'm done with school at this point, for the most part. So now I have the ability to take, some classes on doing, sorry about that, I got a text message. Classes on doing, animation, doing 3D modeling, because I do have a very, I'm not very good at design, or I guess you could say the artistic side. I'm more of a functional, obviously I'm a mechanical engineer, and then originally was computer science, so I'm kind of more of the hard sciences, but I would like to be able to draw and to be able to paint and to be able to communicate my thoughts better on paper to where it's instantaneous instead of designing in CAD, which takes a while. I would like to be able to have just a pen and pencil, or even just pen and paper, or pencil and paper, or even like a pencil and a napkin, and to be able to draw something out, or paint something in Photoshop, or paint something in even Microsoft Paint with a little tablet thing or whatever, to be able to do that. So that's also something I'm looking into as well. So the idea is that I have a few games that I want to talk about. So here we have a Trello, and this is I guess I'm probably going to do it under Legit Tech Tutorial, the Legit PC, which is kind of something I created a really, really long time ago to look at video games, and now I kind of wanted to use the Legit PC and the Legit Mobile to kind of do the video games, put the video games under. So one of my biggest... I'm wondering if I should push that to the next video and talk more about the engines. So yeah, basically I'm probably going to do Unity because I think the first game could definitely be made on Construct 3. The second game will probably could be made in Construct 3. The third game will probably not work in Construct 3. So basically the first 2-3 games, I'm going to say the first 2 games will probably work in Construct 3. Maybe what I'll do is like every couple weeks or something, every 2 weeks, I'll try to do the same thing that I'm doing in Unity, but doing it in Construct 3 so you guys could kind of see how that kind of goes. And really, what are the competing stuff? I mean, obviously, I don't know if I want to go like more into Construct 3, but I would like to compare just so that I know which one's faster. So if I want to do faster in development, but obviously faster is cool, but the worst thing to do is where you develop to a point where you hit a wall and it's really, really hard to get past that wall because you're hitting the limitation of Construct 3. And obviously Construct 3 is very locked down compared to Unity. Unity is like literally almost open source. Not like Unreal. I think Unreal, I can't remember. They went open source a few years ago, but not like Unreal. And I wonder what even happened to the other one. What was it? Log something. It's Amazon's engine. Anyways, don't even know what happened to that one. But those are bigger engines. I wanted something that has really, really good 2D support, which Unity has really done a lot of their 2D support. And so, and here we see more support on Android and other stuff. So I would really like to try both and kind of compare and contrast for their 2D components. Because the idea is that my first 2 games are going to be 2D. The first one is a very basic one to kind of get going as far as... Oh, another one I could try in Construct, something that is not as important, is I could do that other wood chopping game that I have on here somewhere, the Zombie Alamo. So that's another game on here. I mean, that's obviously one that you guys know about. Maybe I might finish that. So Zombie Alamo, but even that was pretty hard to do in was harder to do in Unity, and I'm curious about it in Construct. And I could go look at the videos to remember how it was in Construct. So we might try that one in Construct, because I don't know if I even have the files for that anymore for Unity. I think it's in my cloud. It's probably in the cloud somewhere. Oh, wait. This is games. Zombie Alamo. And Zombie Alamo. Okay, so Zombie Alamo is one. And then the other games I think would probably need a whole nother video. And so I'm thinking that I might even stop this one so that I could go into talking about those more. But let's go ahead and finish up here. Yeah, so... Yeah, so basically Zombie Alamo, and then I have a few other games, but we'll really see which one, obviously 2D only, 2D, 3D. So Zombie Alamo, so now technically 3 games could probably be done in Construct 3. I'm going to say 90% sure that they could be done in Construct 3. And then the 4th game will be made in Unity, and then the rest could be made in Unity or Unreal. But obviously the issue with Construct is that I don't get the programming practice, which I would really like to keep up on programming and really push myself, do a lot more problem solving. Obviously you do problem solving with Construct, but a lot of the stuff that I do as far as Arduino and stuff like that, I do programming, and so I really need to stay in the loop with that to push my programming knowledge higher. And maybe I might even take some classes with that here and there as well in academia to keep that going. So, first 3 games to definitely be done in Construct. And then the 4th game be made in Unity or Unreal. Or, Log Cabin or whatever that one is, Log whatever. Or a CryEngine or whatever, any big engine, right? But obviously at that point, if I was doing Unity, I'd probably be more familiar with Unity, and Unity is not super graphics intensive, so Unity will be able to do it just fine. Even though I've been playing a lot of Satisfactory, and a lot of them are building games. So the first 3 games are mobile, and then the last game is the last game would be like desktop. So actually, sorry, the first 2 games, so Zombie Alamo and then these other 2 games are mobile, and then the 4th game would be most likely just PC. So that one, Unity, or like I said, Unreal or whatever, stuff like that. Because I think Unreal is probably not the best for mobile applications. Unity probably has the beat there. And obviously, Unity has the big benefit of having basically every platform. It'd be really nice to be able to do some of these games on Nintendo Switch, because that's kind of the hot thing right now, but they would also work on phone, but I think they would be way more powerful on a Switch or a Windows Phone or iOS or Android. And definitely a big thing is to do the multiplayer support, and also to optimize phone battery and stuff. So those are definitely some interesting things to check with Construct. Obviously, once you minimize all the events, you can't really do anything more in the background as far as optimizing Construct. You could just get it as streamlined as you can in the events, but the programming behind it and how it puts it in a wrapper, because basically it puts in a wrapper a Cocoon 3D or whatever, Cocoon 2D to stick it on phones, as far as I remember. But then again, it's been like a year and a half. So, okay. That's not good. Peer-to-peer connections. Not too crazy about that. So again, there are some, obviously I'm a big PC gamer, so having those kinds of things, the peer-to-peer is not really the biggest. So I don't know about how much more I'm going to look into this, because really Unity has come a long way. Construct looks like it's moved a little bit. Obviously way smaller of the community. So, and the showcase, platform games, puzzle games. Yeah, I mean, I think with the 2D stuff, yeah, so I mean, I'll really have to think about it and talk to you guys more about it and how I make my decision there. But other than that, I mean, the next thing would be to talk about the games while it's fresh in my mind, so I'll probably do that today. It's getting late, so I'm probably going to shut this one down and start doing that for the next 10 minutes or so. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. This is Steve. I guess I'm going to say now, this is Steven from the Legit PC and the Legit Mobile and Legit Tech Tutorials, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace.